Let's jump right into this explainer. Today, we're taking a seriously fascinating journey to uncover how the secret vocabulary of management didn't just build the world's greatest historical monuments, but how it actually continues to drive modern innovation right now. Because, whether you realize it or not, the principles of management are quietly running the entire world around you.
Here's our roadmap for today. We'll hit 1. Defining the organization. 2. The role of managers. 3. Monuments of ancient management. 4. The evolution of efficiency. 5. Modern managerial marvels. And finally, 6. Your future in management. Let's get into it.
Starting off with Section 1, Defining the Organization.
So what exactly is an organization? I mean, you interact with them every single day, right? From your local bakery down the street, your neighborhood mosque or church, all the way up to major hospitals, universities, and massive government offices. You spend your entire life navigating them, but how do we actually define what they are?
Well, basically, an organization is simply an entity where two or more persons work together to achieve a goal or a common purpose. So the absolute crucial point here is that whether it's just two auto mechanics tinkering in a garage or 20,000 textile workers in a massive factory, they must have a shared common purpose. Without that shared goal, the entire entity is purposeless, and honestly, it simply won't survive for very long.
Moving on to Section 2, The Role of Managers.
Okay, here is the core dynamic at play. Managers perform management in the organizations. They are literally the essential agents making things happen. Basically, a manager is someone who achieves the goals of the organization by working with and through people, effectively turning raw resources into actual productivity.
But how do they actually pull that off? Well, they achieve this through a continuous process known as POLCA, that stands for planning, organizing, leading, controlling, and assurance. This process right here, it's the engine of the organization. It's exactly how a manager turns both the science and the art of management into tangible, real-world results.
Which brings us to Section 3, Monuments of Ancient Management.
Just think about the sheer scale of the Egyptian pyramids for a second. Built 4,500 years ago, there's no way they did this by accident. Imagine this. Without modern cranes, bulldozers, or, even coffee breaks, someone had to use the principles of management to organize 100,000 workers over a 20-year project, all to build a massive tomb for a king. Someone had to plan the materials, organize the labor, and control the daily activities.
To truly grasp the reality of that, consider this awe-inspiring number. They precisely managed the cutting, transport, and placement of 2.3 million stone blocks. And get this, each of those blocks weighed over 2 tons. And the technology they had to do this? Literally just ropes, rollers, and levers. That is pure, unadulterated management at a massive scale. Absolutely wild.
Let's look at another historical marvel. The Great Wall of China wasn't just an architectural triumph. It was a massive, multi-generational management feat. It took an unbelievable 956 years to construct. Millions of people united over centuries for very specific goals: to mark territories, defend their areas, and protect the vital trade route of the Silk Road. To put it in perspective, the top of the wall is 11 feet wide. You could literally fit 2 trucks side by side up there.
And this miraculously coordinated human effort resulted in a continuous, hand-built defensive structure spanning a jaw-dropping 6,000 kilometers. Again, you have people, you have a shared purpose, and you have the process of management making it happen over nearly a millennium.
Tracing this history reveals an incredible point. Management isn't just some 20th century corporate buzzword invented in a stuffy boardroom. Not at all. It is a universal, timeless human capability that bridges the ancient pharaohs of Egypt, the emperors of China, modern economic theorists, and even contemporary architects.
Next up, Section 4, the evolution of efficiency.
So, the Industrial Revolution comes along and completely changes everything. It substituted human power with machine power. Suddenly, it became way more economical to manufacture goods in massive factories rather than at home. And this shift, it made formal managerial skills an absolute necessity. Almost overnight, managers were needed to forecast demand, coordinate massive pools of labor, direct daily activities, and maintain some seriously complex equipment.
And this is exactly where Adam Smith stepped in. In 1776, in his classic work The Wealth of Nations, Smith mathematically proved this new science of efficiency. Using a simple pin manufacturing factory as an example, he showed that by using the division of labor, basically breaking jobs down into narrow, specialized tasks, just 10 individuals could boost their daily production from barely 10 pins each to an astonishing 48,000 pins collectively. A real game changer.
Now let's look at Section 5, Modern Managerial Marvels. Fast forward a bit and take the Sydney Opera House. Its ultimate purpose was simply public entertainment. Yet coordinating its construction required staggering levels of project management, dealing with highly unpredictable variables. Just consider these numbers for a second. It took 33 years to complete. They had to import over 1 million roof tiles all the way from Sweden. It features a massive music organ with 10,000 individual pipes. And let me tell you, managing that kind of scale is incredibly tough. I mean, the budget exploded from an estimated $7 million to a final cost of $102 million. It just goes to show that while the principles are simple, managing scale and unpredictability is for sure a highly complex art.
And let's bring it right up to today. Adam Smith's division of labor applies directly to 21st century knowledge workers. Think of the operating system on your computer. It takes dozens of specialized software engineers, architects, programmers, analysts, collaborating for years using that same PLCA process to build a highly complex product that fits onto a single CD or digital download, generating millions of dollars in value. The tools changed, absolutely, but the underlying management process, it's exactly the same.
Finally, Section 6, Your Future in Management.
All of this proves that success always relies on a universal framework, the holy trinity of people, purpose, and process. Whether you're managing an ancient monumental build, running a local auto repair shop, or leading a high-tech software firm, you absolutely need people. You need a clearly defined shared purpose, and you need the Polka process of management to guide the whole shebang.
So, now that you are empowered with the secret vocabulary of how humans organize to achieve the impossible, think about your own path. What kind of organization will you choose to build or manage in your own future? The tools of management are right there in your hands. The only question remaining is, what dreams will you turn into reality? Thanks for joining me on this explainer, and I'll catch you in the next one.